Where would the Raptors be without Norman Powell and Fred VanVleet? This is the Airborne Podcast. I'm your host, Ajith, and the ghosts of the past in Toronto continue to haunt the Philadelphia 76ers with or without Joel Embiid. I don't know what it is, but it feels like the Philadelphia 76ers are playing a lot faster with Ben Simmons getting the floor spaced out the way he is with Joel Embiid out. And tonight they shot the lights out from the get-go, starting off in the first quarter. They shot 18 threes tonight. They made 18 threes. And honestly, Tobias Harris looked like LeBron James out there for a bit. A little stretch where he was just shooting, like he wasn't fazed by the Raptors defense at all. I'm not going to say the Raptors played their best defense in that first half, but he was getting whatever he wanted. He literally looked like LeBron James out there. A bunch of them, Korkmaz, Tobias Harris, Matisse Thybulle, who else? Milton. They were all just getting whatever they wanted. And they were up by like 13 points at one point in that first half. And the problem was, they played the best half too early, and the Raptors were holding it for the second half, and they just wore down the Philadelphia 76ers. Once they got their defense together, it was a wrap. The Toronto Raptors got back into the Philadelphia 76ers' head, and they were just making crucial plays after crucial play in the most important moments in the game. And they won this game 107-95. Or sorry, 105-97. No, wait, no, what am I saying? They did win by 12. They won 107-95. But Ben Simmons, he looked good out there without Joel Embiid tonight. The only thing is he still doesn't attempt any three-pointers to spread the floor, but they did have many three-point shooters out there with him at all times, so he would have more space to get into the paint. Mike Scott even had a few three-pointers in certain quarters. Raul Neto, he had a three-pointer at one point. The Raptors, though, they weren't shooting their best in the first half, but towards the third and fourth quarter, Norman Powell started getting it going. Fred VanVleet started getting it going. In the second quarter, when things were getting almost out of hand, Fred VanVleet kept us close along with Norman Powell. He had two dunks in the paint off of drives. Fred VanVleet had a nice and one. Kyle Lowry had some good moments. The Philadelphia 76ers did lose one of their main players in Josh Richardson. He had a hamstring injury, looked similar to what Marc Gasol had. So it doesn't seem like he'll be in the lineup anytime soon. And then for us, Patrick McCaw got his nose broken. So he's probably going to be out for a couple games. But we shall see how that goes. That man has been dealing with injuries so much this year. I really feel bad for the guy. But he's a three-time champion, so not a lot of people could say that. I'm going to break down the stats for you quarter by quarter. And the Raptors had a really good offensive quarter with 26 points in the first quarter. Only problem was Philly had a better quarter when it comes to shooting and scoring, and they had 35 points. Second quarter, they did step it up with their defense, and they held Philly to 15 points, and then they scored 24. In that third quarter, though, they held Philly again to 22 points, and they scored 26. So the middle quarters, actually, after the first quarter, the last three quarters, they basically played their defense and kind of shut them down. Like, they barely scored over 20 points. They had 15 in the second quarter, 22 points in the third, and 23 points in the fourth quarter. and they held him to they held him to under 100 points because they only ended up with 95 for the game, while we had 107. Overall stats, though, everybody got to eat tonight. We had 6 people on the Raptors that were in double figures, all with 15 plus points, 16 plus points. And Marc Gasol tonight was an absolute stud. He was perfect from the field, looking for offense. And he was a man on a mission, looking for his shots, taking every shot he got, and could not miss. Ben Simmons, though, at one point, he had a nice little dunk attempt, but he got the lucky bounce. On the same side, Kawhi got his shot to bounce in. That side is just too lucky for everybody, isn't it? Especially when it comes to the Sixers and the Raptors. But as a team, though, the Raptors shot 40 of 86 from the field for 46%, and the Philadelphia 76ers shot 32 of 84 for 38%. From beyond the arc, the Raptors had 12 plus threes again today at home. They were 13 of 33 for 39% from beyond the arc. The Sixers had 18 threes, 18 out of 46 from beyond the arc for 39%. Toronto didn't shoot great from the line tonight, 14 of 21 for 67%. And the Philadelphia 76ers shot 13 of 18 for 72%. Ben Simmons looked like Steph Curry shooting his free throws tonight. I don't know what got into him, but I saw him make 4 in a row. I know my eyes, I thought, were playing tricks, but his shot looked nice tonight from the line. Toronto won the rebounding tonight. You know, with the whole Joel Embiid being out, that obviously takes away from the rebounding. We actually had more size. We had Ibaka and Gasol play at one point together. And we out-rebounded them 53 to 45, so we were plus 8. Offensive rebounding, we both had 8 apiece. Assists, we were 27 to 25 for the 76ers, so we were plus 2. Steals, they were 8 to 6, and they were plus 2. Blocks, they were 6 of 2. They had 6 blocks, we had 2, so they were plus 4. Turnovers, we had 12, they had 13, so that was a plus 1 for us. And fouls, we had 19, they had 23, and then we had a technical. But all in all, the Raptors, you know, aside from that first quarter, which they've had troubles with in the past, they played a pretty good game to take care of the 76ers. So now they lead the season series 2-1. And I guess, I know we play them one more time because they're in our division. So we're going to have to try and get that one, but that's going to be a lot harder than it was tonight because that's going to be in Philadelphia. And more than likely, Joel Embiid will be back in the lineup. But the individual stats, OG, the only man that did not score in the starting lineup tonight. Yeah, he's been off. 21 minutes, he had 0 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 of 3 from the field, no free throw attempts, 0 of 1 from the three-point line, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, 2 fouls. Siakam, 34 minutes, he had 18 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 of 23 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 8 from the three-point line with 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. Marc Gasol, 25 minutes, he had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 of 7 from the field, no free throw attempts, 3 of 3 from the three-point line, 1 steal, no blocks, 2 turnovers, 1 foul. Kyle Lowry, 35 minutes, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 of 12 from the field, 6 of 9 from the free throw line, 0 of 5 from the three-point line, no steals, no blocks, 2 turnovers, and a foul. Fred VanVleet, the player of the game could go to Fred VanVleet or Norman Powell because they both came up with really, really crucial buckets when it mattered the most. And Fred VanVleet in 42 minutes had 22 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 8 of 17 from the field, 0 of 1 from the free throw line, 6 of 7 from the three-point line with 1 steal, 3 turnovers, 4 fouls. Norman Powell, 28 minutes, 18 points, 8 rebounds, no assists, 6 of 11 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 of 5 from the 3-point line, with no steals, 1 block, and 1 turnover, 3 fouls. Serge Ibaka, 27 minutes, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 steals, no turnovers, no blocks, and he had 3 fouls. Rondae had the exact same stats as OG, just in 7 less minutes. In 14 minutes, he had 0 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 of 3 from the field, no free throw attempts, 0 of 1 from the 3-point line. I don't understand why he took that 3. It didn't make sense. But he has those moments where he makes bad decisions, so it is what it is. So yeah, no steals, no blocks, no turnovers, 1 foul. 14 minutes did not produce anything. Terrence Davis, 13 minutes, 0 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 0-1 from the field, no free throw attempts, no 3-point attempts, no steals, no blocks, 1 turnover, 1 foul. And Patrick McCaw, I told you, as soon as he came in the game, he got messed up in the face. He had a facial contusion. We later found out it was a broken nose. And that's all she wrote. But Matisse Thybulle, 27 minutes, and I'm done with the Raptors. Now I'm going to the Sixers side. So Matisse Thybulle, 27 minutes, 13 points, 2 rebounds, no assists, 5 of 12 from the field, no free throw attempts, 3 of 9 from the 3-point line, 2 steals, no blocks. No blocks, 2 turnovers, 5 fouls. Tobias LeBron James Harris, 41 minutes, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 of 18 from the field, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 4 of 10 from the 3-point line, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 3 fouls. Al Horford, 36 minutes, 7 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 of 11 from the field, no free throw attempts, 1 of 6 from 3, 2 steals, no blocks, no blocks, no turnovers, no fouls. Ben Simmons, 38 minutes, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 of 7 from the field, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. See, I told you I wasn't tripping. The free throws, he was doing well tonight. He was shooting 78% from the free throw line, and I swear he's like a 58% free throw line shooter this season. So yeah, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, no 3-point attempts, with 2 steals, no blocks, and 8 turnovers. God damn. I don't know what it is with the Raptors and Ben Simmons, but whether Kawhi is with us or not, he seems to average at least 6 turnovers a game against us. You could go back to his track record from last season, starting off in the regular season, going into literally this game that happened. Like, you can see he's been averaging like 5, 6, 7, 8 turnovers. I think he even had 11 turnovers in one game. But that was when Kawhi was on our team last season. Josh Richardson, 4 minutes, did absolutely nothing because he got injured with the hamstring injury. Korkmaz kind of came in 27 minutes, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 6 of 13 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 of 8 from the 3-point line, no steals, 2 blocks, no turnovers, 4 fouls. And then Milton, 23 minutes, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 of 10 from the field, no free throw attempts, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, no steals, no blocks, 1 turnover, 4 fouls. Mike Scott, 15 minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds, no assists, 2 of 7 from the field, no free throw attempts, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 steal, and 1 foul. Everyone else basically did nothing. But yeah, those are your individual stats for both teams, the Raptors and the Sixers. But all in all, the Raptors took care of business, extend their winning streak to 5, looking to go into New York to try and get a 6-game winning streak, extended to 6, which doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard, to be quite honest. Last time we played the Knicks, we slapped them up by like 40 at one point. I do know that they are playing well right now. Even though they're losing games, they're being pretty competitive. They beat Miami recently. I don't know exactly when it was, but they beat him. Bam Adebayo almost tied the game with the 3, but he released the shot too late, so it didn't count to take it into overtime. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. The Raptors have had their number for years now. I think they have a 7-game winning streak against them, if I'm not mistaken. And they only lost 1 game to them in the last, 5-6 seasons. I think they've won like 15 of the last 16 going into this game coming up. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, RJ Barrett I don't think is playing because he got injured, at least from what I remember. But we'll see how it goes Friday night. That's going to do it for now. If y'all enjoyed this podcast, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Support your boy. Show your boy that love. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, Siakam, the All-Star votes are coming to an end. So if you haven't voted already, make sure you do so, because this will be the final votes that are going to count. So get Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Siakam all into the game. And fingers crossed that they all get in, but more than likely, we're probably only going to be able to get 2 people in. So Siakam's guaranteed from what I see, at least from the All-Star votes that we've had so far, the returns from past Thursday. But it's a toss-up between VanVleet and Lowry. But if they don't, because I know that they're not going to get into the starting, they're not going to be voted in as starters. So the reserves are the one. So I mean, for the reserves, the coaches are going to be the ones that, vote them in or put them on the roster. So I feel like Kyle Lowry will get the edge over VanVleet just because of everything he's meant, and I mean everything's done for the team, and even what he's done this season, especially against Dallas. That game was a vintage performance when we came back from being down 30. But yeah, make sure you guys vote. I know I've been doing it consistently, so yeah. Till the next podcast, I'll see you back here for the post-game podcast after the Knicks game. But till then, stay blessed, stay woke, and peace!